And at the same time, tensions are still on as Ukraine, Russia and the United States prepare for key talks in Saudi Arabia. The meeting set to take place on Monday come at a crucial moment in the ongoing conflict, with efforts for a potential ceasefire and a new economic deal on the table. We have more details in this report.
Monday marks a pivotal day as officials from Russia, Ukraine will meet counterparts from the United States in Saudi Arabia. Ukraine and Russian delegations will meet separately. The talks are expected to focus on halting strikes on critical energy infrastructure and exploring potential steps toward a broader ceasefire in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
At the next meeting, which will be held on Monday in Saudi Arabia, our technical teams will be there. As I understand it, the structure is that there will be a meeting between Ukraine and America, and then, as the American partner said, shuttle diplomacy, followed by America and Russia. Or it will be parallel meetings in one country on one topic.
You remember that we had quite a rich experience in implementing the Black Sea Initiative. We fulfilled all the conditions then, but the conditions in relation to us were never fulfilled. Therefore, of course, all this, as they say, on the shore will have to be discussed in details, and also the aspects related to the Ukrainian settlement, which the parties consider necessary to discuss.
Meanwhile, the European Union leaders have reiterated their support for Ukraine. But at a recent summit in Brussels, they stopped short of approving a major financial package for artillery purchases.
We decided in the conclusions to make the ramp up during the next 5 years in our own capabilities, but also to support Ukraine. All these instruments, the SAVE, more fiscal space, flexibilities on the use of cohesion funds, all of these give room to the member states to increase their support to Ukraine. Before this package, we have already a pledge of 15 billion euros from different member states.
Ukrainian President Zelensky had called for a 5 billion euro fund to help arm his country's forces against Russian aggression. Despite the hesitation on financial support, the European Union has agreed to explore joint military projects among member states, pooling resources to ensure that Ukraine receives more European-made arms. France and the United Kingdom are planning further efforts to solidify a ceasefire arrangement. As military leaders from 30 countries met in London Thursday to discuss future steps, UK PM Keir Starmer emphasized that ensuring a secure and sovereign Ukraine will be a critical component of any ceasefire decisions.
It is vitally important that we do that work because we know one thing for certain, which is a deal without anything behind it is something that Putin will breach. We know that because it's happened before. And I'm absolutely clear in my mind it will happen again. Therefore, what you're doing here today is vitally important to peace and security across Europe and for our NATO allies and, of course, crucially for the United Kingdom.
These diplomatic talks will certainly be watched closely by world leaders. Monday's talks could set the agenda for eventual peace in Ukraine, or at least set the tone for finding it in days, weeks, or months ahead. Aarti Rana's report for DD India.